Title: Project Access. Everyone welcome, everywhere. Then a young woman with long brown hair standing in a museum gallery.
Hi, I'm Carrie Sherman for Project Access at the Queens Museum of Art in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. The museum has a unique program called Art Access. Art Access makes the museum accessible to visitors with special needs, people with varying physical, emotional, and cognitive abilities. Danielle Rome is the manager of Art Access programs.
Well, Art Access began about 25 years ago as Please Touch. Originally, we were a program for adults and children with visual impairments and blindness. And over the years, about 14 years ago, we became a community-based art therapy program open to all individuals with physical, emotional, mental, developmental, cognitive disabilities, as well as people in specific situations, such as incarcerated, foster care, and hospital stays. When you come to visit Art Access, you usually get a 2.5-hour interactive community-based art therapy program involving you in parts of the museum and experiences in the artwork. We believe here that creativity is not only involved in viewing and making art, but also exploring art one-to-one with the viewer.
Now, Michelle Lopez, Senior Coordinator of Art Access Library Programs and Autism Initiatives. As she speaks, shots of children making paintings on the floor using long-handled brushes.
So the Queens Museum of Art is not only committed to making the museum accessible to visitors with special needs, but also to bring the museum to the community. So we might visit hospital schools and bring some of our programming into that setting, where we might have to create adaptive tools to make the art making experience a little bit more accessible to some of the students. We also collaborate with community groups like the Queens Library to make community spaces more accessible for people with special needs. And we have currently programs for families that have a child with autism.
The entrance to the Queens Museum of Art, then Carrie Sherman in a museum gallery.
The Queens Museum of Art in New York. For more about what the museum offers for people with disabilities, visit their website at queensmuseum.org or visit the Project Access website at projectaccessforall.org. I'm Carrie Sherman for Project Access. Everyone should be welcome, everywhere.
Title: Project Access. Everyone welcome, everywhere. Fade out.